What's good, Larry Nelson? What's good, Barbara? Larry Nelson, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. What is good, yummy? What is good must be. What's good to everyone? What's good, YouTube cameras? What's good, everybody? Y'all, I hope y'all getting ready for the work week ahead. Like what I'm doing, child. Hope that y'all getting ready. Oh yeah, must be said. Hit that like. Hit that like now. Don't forget. Don't forget to hit the like. But Larry Nelson, I'm happy that you are doing fabulous. I remember whenever I saw that you was up in the hospital for COVID, so I'm happy that you're doing better with that. I'm happy that you back, to your regular self. What's good, Spot'em TV or whoever the hell this is? What's good, Sharika? What's good, Miss Red? What's good, everybody? Y'all know I want to get my opinion now. I'm just waiting to get my opinion. Y'all, what's good, Miss B? Y'all, but I thought long and hard on if I was going to give my opinion because I don't want to offend people. But you know what? I had to sit back and really think about it and really realize that I don't give a fuck. If somebody is offended, then they offended. Either way, it's my opinion. Many times, many people on this motherfucking application come on and give their opinion about my own shit, and they don't give a fuck if they offend me. So why do I need to give a fuck about offending somebody again? Why? But that's me trying to be nice to people. What's good, Sugarfoot? Prayed up, everybody. Pretty Monita. So let me go ahead and talk about what everybody has been talking about. Hey, it's me, Kenya. Beautiful Kimmy, everybody. So what everybody has been talking about is this whole James and Lady Nico. And let me just jump right on up in here and say that both of them fake. Both of them have been fake. Now, people could say, well, J.Dunn, you just piggybacking on what everybody else said. You just jumping on the bandwagon. Absolutely not. Because my channel, if you look in the About Me section of my channel, I have been here. Oh, Love Blake, you up in here. You could be blocked just like you blocked me in D-Cop. The fuck you mean, bitch? Now, if I'm just giving a comment over there up in D-Cop, and you feel the need to block me without using your voice and saying that the bitch is on topic, but you blocked me out of there, then bitch, you could be blocked out of here. You heard me? You heard me, bitch? Bitch, did you hear me, bitch? The fuck? Let me go ahead and block you now. Hilarious. That Love Blake blocked me out of that bitch shit the other day for no motherfucking reason, but because she was told to do that. Well, bitch, if you blocked me out of there because you were told to do it, then guess what, bitch? I'm blocking you, bitch. And I was waiting on your ass to come stomping through my motherfucking chat, bitch. I was waiting on your ass with your motherfucking Timberland boots, with your motherfucking kitten ass heels, with your motherfucking flip-flops, whatever the motherfuck you wear up in your motherfucking feet, bitch. I was waiting on you to come through so I could block the fuck out of your ass, bitch. Don't play with me. Because how you saw, all I was talking about top surgery over there up in that chat, bitch. And because you a pygmy, bitch, because you a following ass bitch, you didn't even understand to just say, well, hey, she on the topic of what you're talking about. She ain't doing nothing against you. You blocked me any motherfucking way. So, bitch, guess what? I blocked you, ho. And that is what it is. That is what it is. Bitch, you thought you was slick, ho, because I ain't even drug you. But you thought you was slick, gonna tiptoe your ass up in this motherfucker. Like you done blocked me over there. In a discussion, in the panel discussion that you motherfucking invited me to. Bitch, I don't follow D-Cop. I wouldn't even have known that there was gonna be a panel over there. But you the one that took it up on yourself to run over here and tell me about it. You the one that took it up on yourself to run over there and tell Tita about it. So whenever I showed up to try to give support and then I got to be blocked, bitch, you could be blocked over here too, ho. And don't you ever forget it. But anyway, y'all. Hey, Trish. Anyway. So let me get back on my topic, y'all. So I honestly believe that James and Nika both are fake. They just are. When I sit here and look at this from the outside looking in, y'all, each one of them has been ready to pounce on the other, but each one of them wanted to wait until they could do it without looking like the quote-unquote bad guy. Both of them played in VS ass. Both of them did. Both of them was sashaying with VS 3 years ago, 4 years ago, because both of them didn't want to be revealed. Both of them did the YouTube tango. Y'all know about the YouTube tango? What's good, Sweet Love? Vibrant Lil and everybody, and Trish and everybody. Miss B-Town, it's something called the YouTube tango that I witnessed so many content creators do on here. And it's like they doing the YouTube tango, the YouTube salsa, where they know a motherfucker is about to get in their ass, but they prefer to tango with them. Y'all, it's the epitome of dancing with the devil, in which they would prefer to go ahead and dance with the devil in hopes that they could dance for long enough for the target to flip from them to the next person. What I believe is that Nika came through trying to be resurrected. James was doing the YouTube tango because of his affiliation with Sean, because at that time, him and Sean were still friends. They were. I was right here, y'all. I was here watching. James started doing the tango. VS said, James, I know something about you. James still trying to tango it, but James like, how the fuck this bitch know something about me? Well, I better get in the good graces of this bitch, because ain't no way I'm gonna let this bitch come through and try to say some shit about me. I'm just gonna have to tango with her ass until I could get away with it. Meanwhile, Nika was over there tangoing her motherfucking self. She doing the tango herself. VS, you know, I had to go to the black sector because the beef sector don't fuck with me no more. You know, after that 2016 Vegas gate trip, you know, ain't nobody even fucking with me no more. So I need somebody to resurrect me. I need somebody to help me with women's empowerment. So I'm about to tango with your ass, bitch. What information you want? Bitch, I got information up on James. Bitch, I got information upon Sean Bradley. Bitch, I got information upon all these motherfuckers. If you need a little bit of information so that you could dox a bitch or drop a bitch, just let me know, because I'm tangoing with you to make sure that I could keep my footing, because you know I'm trying to be the phoenix and rise above. Both of them was tangoing at the same time, in my opinion, and I don't have a dog in the motherfucking fight. Not friends with Nika, not friends with James. I'm just talking about what I saw. Correct, Starseed. Starseed is right. Gave up Olivia too. But when Nika gave up that information about Olivia, when she gave up Olivia's phone number, that was her tangoing, y'all. She was doing the YouTube tango. Y'all, she was out here. And y'all, I wish I had my camera on, because y'all, when I'm talking about this tango, y'all, I'm doing the tango my motherfucking self. Sitting right here up on my sofa. But my upper body is doing the damn tango, because I'm doing the tango because I gotta express this story to y'all in which it needs to be expressed. What's good, Lexi? But you're right. Nico was doing her tango with VS, dropped the dime on Olivia, dropped the dime on James. James was doing his tango because he knew some shit was afoot. He didn't want the shit to come back up on him, but he knew some shit was about to pop off. So he started doing the tango, coming over there doing the Mess Express, coming over there saying he don't have no problem with VS and all this. Meanwhile, later on down the line, both of them saying that they friends with each other. And now they said they was friends with each other for 3 years until they are no longer friends, y'all. And this is what I really have to say. Cause hey Angel Ray, hey everybody, hey Ken. I ain't doing my tango no more, y'all. I'm stopping my tango. But what I do have to say is the fact is both of them played in each other's faces. I don't have a dog in the fight, period. But especially to say that James did Nika wrong or to say that Nika did James wrong, I don't have a dog in the fight. But what I am gonna say is chronologically, the fact is, you know how the court system say you should never go into the court system with dirty hands. You know, Judge Judy said all the time, it's the doctrine of clean hands, which means that if you're going to go into the court system and make yourself the victim, you have to make sure that your hands are clean before you go into the court system accusing anybody of anything. Because if your hands are also dirty, then guess what? You can't come and try to accuse somebody of doing something to you. And this is what I see with this situation. If we're going to be honest, the person who had the dirty hands in this situation, in my opinion, is Nika. Like it or leave it. The person with the unclean hands, the dirty hands, was Nika. If Nika knew in her soul that she tried to sell James out in the way that she did in the past, but then a year or two later she decided to reform the friendship, then that is on her to let him know what she did. I'll be damned if you're the one that's involved with calling CPS on me. I'll be damned if you're the one that's involved with me potentially getting taken off my job. I'll be damned if you're the one that's involved with me being the one that where people saying that I can't even deal with kids anymore or adopt kids because of what you done speculated. But meanwhile, 2 years later, you decide to be my friend again and you don't let me know that bullshit. The fuck, bitch? The fuck? If you decide to be my friend after you know that you did that bullshit, if you are being a genuine and a sincere friend, you will come on and let me know, hey, well, I know that we are moving on the right path now and I'm happy about it. But I got to tell you something. That's what Nika should have said. But she didn't. What's done in the dark is going to always come to the light. And the thing is, Nika knew that shit was done in the dark, but she didn't expect it to come to the light because she thought that VS wasn't going to come on here and spill that beans now. Nika, the first thing that you should have said whenever you thought that James wanted to be a real friend to you is to confess about what you did. That's only right. Thank you. Thank you for everybody. Please on my video. That's only right. Because you cannot come in and expect somebody to treat you in a friend way when you know that you done stabbed them in the back without their knowledge. If you want to come through and have the slates be cleaned about the whole damn thing and the whole situation, you got to come clean about what you did. But what you don't do is become a friend with somebody and they accept your friendship without knowing the betrayal that you did when you was mad at them. Because that's another thing. People like, well, they wasn't friends back then. They wasn't friends. I don't give a motherfucking good goddamn. When you decide that you want to be my friend, then bitch, tell me everything that you did to me or did towards me or said about me when you were not my friend. If you decide that you want to be my friend eventually, Well, bitch, go ahead and tell me everything that you did against me when you wasn't my friend. And that way I would have a choice in the matter. The fact is, James didn't have a choice. Because I'm sure if Nika had came and told him at the beginning when they were starting their friendship, even though I believe it was a fake friendship, when Nika came through and they were starting their friendship, if Nika would have said, well, James, look here, I did a couple of things because we weren't friends and I was mad at you and you were mad at me. This is what I did. I did XYZ. I said XYZ. Then James would have had the choice to say, okay, well, now that I know everything, let me decide if I want to deal with this bitch. James could have said, well, let me decide if I want to deal with this bitch. But instead, James was never revealed the truth, so he didn't have the option. He went up into the friendship only for him to find out some bullshit later on down the line, and everybody want him to look the other way. The fuck? Like, bitch, you not gonna do me no type of way and then get mad at me for having an opinion about how you did me. What's good, Niecy? But in the same token, I have to say I don't have a dog in it. Because I ain't gonna dog pile on Nika either. Nika is like, well, we was beefing, we wasn't friends. I don't know who initiated the friendship with who. Nika said she didn't go through and say all the stuff that people are saying that she's saying, but she might have insinuated the things that people are saying that she said. Nika loved to talk about sitting on 2 quarters. Well, with her sitting on 2 quarters now, she got to know damn well that if you know that you done did wrong by somebody when y'all wasn't friends, but you make them a friend, then you need to allow them to get into a friendship with you on a clean slate. People like, well, James shouldn't be upset. That was 3 years ago. That was 4 years ago. I don't give a damn. Because the actions of somebody 3 or 4 years ago might be the reason why he hasn't had any kids in his possession today. The fact that people saying, well, that was 3 years ago, that was 4 years ago. Well, the actions of the people who did stuff 3 or 4 years ago may be the reason why he has not been able to work in a system or at a school with kids. It baffles me when people try to really make it so simplistic and minimalize these types of things that people do. Then want to be upset with people for feeling some type of way about it. Whether it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago. James, I said what was said in those conversations could have hindered you from being able to work around kids or up in the school. Notice I said what was said could have hindered you. I did not say that it did hinder you. But what I'm saying is there is a lot of what is the word I'm looking for? There is a lot of consequence and damages that can come to the type of shit that everybody is talking about, but thinking that you should be over it. Whether it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago, a rumor like that floating around the internet. James said, no, J.Dunn, I'm a registered daycare owner and eligible for foster care. I get calls constantly. No, I'm not going at you, James. All I'm saying is that I feel like people don't understand the repercussions of those types of things. Whether it was said 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or 10 years ago, there are repercussions that come with that. So that's all I'm saying. It's crazy to me. And thank you, James. James said, I feel you, but there are some facts for you. Okay, I appreciate it. Because people think that they could just get on here and just spout this bullshit on your government name. Meanwhile, so many other people make all these videos about your government name. And not just James, but just in general. And then they don't expect that shit might hinder you 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now. Then might try to hide the hand and say, well, I ain't did shit about it. Well, you did, though. You did. You did. You did. Hey, Dovey. So, in my opinion, the gravity of this situation is far more than people are really trying to give credit to. Because I don't know that James saying that Nika didn't bathe could fuck up her livelihood in the long run. I don't know that James saying that Nika didn't have clothes could fuck up her livelihood in the long run. But I do know that the things that Nika has been accused of saying about James could fuck up his. And that's all I'm saying. What's good, Misunderstood, and King Keo and Dwayne Williams. But let me move on and say this thing too. Because I've been watching Sean. And I know Sean been getting his life, child. But Sean said that he didn't smell any odor during the Vegas game. The 2016 one. He said he didn't smell any odor. Now, y'all, my channel has been here since 2007. I watched all of them in 2015 when James was battling his cancer. 2016 when they did the original Vegas gate. I watched them all. I know about them all and everything. But when Sean said that he put the videos, he re-released his videos, y'all, and he like, well, ain't nobody saying that they smell Nika at the time of this video. Ain't nobody said they smell Nika. Well, they probably didn't smell it because you didn't drop the video when y'all took her to Marshall's. You didn't drop the video whenever you and James took her to Marshall's to get her a whole new wardrobe. Then Sean was like, well, you know, James said that she don't dress well and she don't have a good sense of fashion. Well, Sean, I don't think that you thought she had a good sense of fashion either. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for y'all to take her to the shopping plaza and take her through Marshall's and use y'all money to buy her some clothes. Well, I hope that if you just came from Marshall's the day before and bought her a whole new wardrobe and she wearing the clothes that y'all bought her, that she wouldn't stink. I would hope that if you have to take somebody to the shopping plaza to buy them some brand new clothes, that they will not stink. I will hope that the clothes smell like the store. It was a wardrobe, SAPD. They had bought her a few different clothes. But only Sean got the video where they took her through the Marshalls. Yeah, I remember this like it was yesterday. I had to have been what? 27 or 28 years old whenever I was watching them do this. And I saw them take her out through the store. But my thing is, if the person didn't have a weird smell or something was wrong with their clothes, why would you need to go buy them new clothes? Why? And again, I don't have a dog in the fight, but I'm just using logic. There is no reason to have to go and buy somebody to replace their clothes that they brought with them on vacation if it wasn't for a damn good reason. But we gonna act like they wasn't all up in Marshall's. Bitch, I saw y'all up in Marshall's, damn it. I saw y'all had parked at the end of the parking lot. And I saw y'all walking up from the car. Y'all had to walk easily about a few yards. Looked like y'all had to walk the distance of the football field to get up in the Marshall store. And y'all shopped all through Marshall's. And then once y'all came out of Marshall's, y'all trucked back the distance of a football field to get back to the car. Now, I saw that with my own eyes. So I would hope that when you got some brand new clothes, bought off the clothing rack, that you don't stink. I would hope. But again, this whole thing is people being fake. And James, even with you being here, James, you was being fake. I think Nika was being fake too, because me and Nika both Virgos. And I know I can forgive a motherfucker, but I never forget what they did. clearly, y'all have watched me be a player here up in the B sector. And y'all know that I don't forget a motherfucking thing. Just like I didn't forget that y'all had trucked the distance of a football field to get up in that Marshalls to buy Nika some clothes. I don't forget. And so I feel like Nika ain't forgot nothing either. Nika took on the friendship, but because she didn't forget, that's the reason why she did what she did with Shelly, which I think is crazy. But I think that James didn't forget some bullshit too. And I just think now that's the real triangle. Trish did her live today talking about the triangle with Nika, Pizarro, and Brianna. No. The original triangle is Nika, James, and Sean. The fact that they had so much tea on each other and they just flipping the tea around to one another. James said, I always told y'all, I forgive nothing ever. I may move on, but I never forgive or forget. Okay. Now, see, I will forgive you, but I don't forget. And that's the reason why people be like, well, J.Dunn, I thought you was over this. No, I forgave the person, but I didn't forget the circumstance. So if I have a reason to bring up that particular circumstance based on the current actions of the person, I'm going to bring it up. Then people like, well, J.Dunn, you just making it about you. You just making it about you. No, I'm not. I'm just bringing up the situation that is relevant to the current circumstance to allow the person to know, hey, you've been doing this for a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. What's good, Queen V Tut? You know, I don't know anything about, Sean's story and whether or not it changed, y'all. I've watched them all tell their stories, and I just know what my eyes saw. Now, that's what I do know. I don't know shit else, but I know what my eyes saw. And what I think is funny, too, is like whenever I had to go in on Nika around August or September, people's like, J.Dunn, you owe her an apology. Because I brought up the fact of Nika having her child incarcerated on the spaceship. Nika got pissed off at me. But the only reason why I brought that up is because Nika was trying to down talk me about how I'm this and how I'm that. My mama wouldn't be proud and all this type of bull mess. But you raised somebody who actually went into the system. Then now, James done said the same thing. Are y'all going to hound James down to tell him he needs to apologize to Nika? It's funny how when people come here and give the truth about a situation, then y'all want to say that people owe them an apology. Y'all, for 2023, I'm no longer going to apologize about a fact. I don't care if a fact or a truth hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not going to apologize about the truth or a fact. Because when people come and spit out the facts, then people like, well, you need to apologize because you hurt their feelings. Well, but I was speaking the truth. I was speaking the fact. It's crazy. So now, it said that Brianna and them are coddling James and going to watch James and all this kind of stuff. Y'all, I think Brianna and them just trying to get their numbers, to be honest. That's what I think. Now, out of all of them, if anybody cared about the circumstance, I think that Brianna does. But do I think Pizarro gives a motherfuck about that friendship being torn apart between James and Nika? Absolutely not. Pizarro thrives on wreaking havoc. Pizarro thrives on being a troll. She thrives on being a computer. I think if she's had any humanity about this situation that's going on between James and Nika, it's only because she's seen how it has affected Brianna, period. If she didn't have any tie to Brianna and Brianna didn't have the tie to Nika, Pizarro wouldn't give a good goddamn because y'all just people up on the internet just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Somebody said Bree don't care. She was talking trash. Right, with Nika. Well, this the thing, and this the honest to God truth that I noticed. Because at some point, I do feel like a line will have to be drawn in the sand. Because certain things you can straddle the fence about, but things like this you really cannot. I feel like when the initial fallout happened with James and Nika, well, James was on his channel trying to give his truth his damn self. Many people that claim that they like James, they was over there doing, y'all remember on Living Single when Sinclair used to be like, woo, 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 woo. Y'all remember when Sinclair, anytime something crazy happened on Living Single and one of her friends was going through some shit and she'll be like, woo, 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 woo. I think that when all this shit was popping off and James was over there popping his shit, Brianna and Pizarro was over there on Nika's like, woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, they both your friends. Now, if y'all going to be woo, woo, wooing somebody, one of y'all need to be at James's. The other one of y'all need to be at Nika's. But y'all can't both be at Nika's talk about a woo, woo, woo. No. Y'all can't both be over there woo 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 and Nika. By that point, they had Love James right over there swinging on his own motherfucking platform. Over there woo 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 and Nika. Then Nika had came out swinging. Then James came out swinging. They both was out here swinging. Then Pizarro and Brianna, I'm so sad. I can't believe that this happened. Oh my God. And I'm thinking to myself, Brianna, how can you not believe that it happened when Pizarro thrives on being this motherfucking messy and fucking up everybody in their friendships? How can you not believe that this happened when you dealing with the likes of Pizarro? Ciao. But that's one thing too. One other thing that I want to say too before I get off of here, y'all, because I ain't gonna be on here long. Y'all know I don't. One thing that I have to say that I don't think that anybody has said, but I'm going to be the woman to say it. If there is any one specific catalyst of this current situation that we have watched happen before our eyes in the last week, I would have to say the one specific catalyst is Aisha. Do I like Aisha? Yes. Do I have an issue with Aisha? No. But do I think that Aisha overstepped the bound, not really thinking about the cause and effect of the questions that she was asking? She absolutely overstepped the bound. She did. She overstepped the boundary. If Aisha would have just let these people deal with their own personal friendship, which is a personal friendship that has nothing to do with her, instead of her trying to jump through and ask questions of people when she doesn't even have the authority to be asking these questions. Yes, as a subscriber, you have the right to, but on the grounds of somebody else's friendship, you don't have the authority to be asking these types of questions. But she did. She asked the questions. And this is the thing, y'all. My grandmother, my grandfather, and my mama raised me, and they always said, never ask a question that you don't want to know the answer to. Or never ask a question that you don't already know the answer to. And what I saw was Aisha asking a lot of questions, and she had no idea what the answer was going to be. That right there is strike one. Because if you don't know what type of answer you about to get out this situation, then you might need to sit back and just let them keep talking, and hopefully your questions will be answered as you let them keep talking. What you don't do is come through and start questioning people about their own personal friendship. And then whenever you asking these questions about their personal friendship and then you start getting the truth, then you saying, well, you don't know because you wasn't there before. Well, if you wasn't there before, then you don't have the right to be asking these questions, ma'am. You jumped over there on Pizarro's trying to say you had questions for James. James didn't click the link. James fired up a live, said, Aisha, come on over here and ask me these questions. Aisha showed up asking the questions. Then Nika showed up. James started answering the questions. And unfortunately, the answers to the questions were answers that people didn't like. But hey, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you want. Be careful asking questions when you don't know the whole story, because you just might end up burning your friend in the process. Nika felt like she would burn immediately up on that platform. That's why she jumped off James' platform and left Aisha there. Aisha there was trying to pick up the pieces. Like, what is that? The Gap Band? Pick up the pieces. All right, pick up the pieces. Aisha was there trying to pick up the pieces. When she realized she couldn't pick up no more pieces, then she had to go over there to Nika, and then she was over there on Nika's talk about woo woo woo. Woo 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 woo. Girl, how you gonna go over there to Nika's platform talk about woo 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 when you the one that started this shit? Hell. We all knew that Nika and James was walking around this YouTube with motherfucking gasoline doused all over their clothing. And all Aisha did was walked over there and lit the match. We already saw them dancing around YouTube trying to avoid each other with gasoline doused all over them. Aisha said, well, I got questions. Let me get my match out. Aisha lit the match. Both of them motherfuckers engulfed in flames and started going at each other. Aisha loved James over there while he burning and went over there to Lady Nika and was like, woo, 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 woo. Girl, please. Please. Aisha started this. They like, well, she's a subscriber. She should be able to say, yes, she should be able to say, but she got to deal with the consequences of the shit. And to be honest, as a subscriber, you should only be doing stuff on here that's going to only have consequences for you. But right now, it's consequences for other people. And hey, Astro Kid, get a life, everybody. Hey, Sweet and Low. It's consequences for other people. And now she just want to walk away. And Lady Nika like, well, this is my mod and my mod and my mod this and my mod that. Well, girl, your mod is the one that did all this. Now, you can act like you ain't see it. That's fine. But your mod is the one that started this bullshit. Yes, VS came and tried to start it. But she didn't have the wherewithal to complete the mission. VS started with the bullshit. But she didn't have what she needed to have to complete the mission. VS had to abort the mission. But guess who came through and completed the mission? Yo mod. Yo mod. Yo mod Aisha came through and completed the mission that VS aborted. But we just gonna forget. Aisha need to be minding her own business. And that's why I said she need to be minding her business. Child, when it comes to people in their real life friendships and shit, I ain't about to say shit. Now, you know, I could have gave commentary about this because I watched all these motherfuckers. I'm not one of the people like Aisha that just showed up in 2020. Now, I've been around these motherfuckers since 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. I've been watching these motherfuckers, even though people didn't know me. But what I believe is that Aisha, It's hard for me to say that Aisha was trying to be good to them, because it's so much about it that makes me think that she was really trying to be messy. And this is why I think she was trying to be messy. And please like my video, y'all. I think that she was trying to be messy because she was trying to make James admit some type of fault against Nika. Only for her to get there and ask all them questions, and James had to pull some shit out of his ass from 2016, 2017, before Aisha was even thought of on this motherfucker. And once he pulled that shit out his ass, then Aisha was left trying to hold the shit. Aisha was like, well, James, I didn't expect you to pull all this shit out your ass. I don't know what I'm going to do with this shit. So Aisha ran. But Aisha was only being so inquisitive because she was trying to trap James into some shit. But this is one thing, too, that I have to say. Because people saying that James owed Nika an apology. And I'm trying to figure out, y'all, at what point in this last 3 or 4 years, hell, even 5 years, have y'all said, because if y'all going to say that James should apologize to Nika, which I'm not saying that y'all wrong for it. I'm giving my opinion, but I'm not saying that y'all are wrong for y'all's opinion. But if y'all saying that James owes Nika an apology, then why in the last 5 years have y'all never told Nika that Nika owed James $11? Why in the last 5 years have y'all never told Nika that Nika need to pay James back his $20? Why in the last 5 years? Because it baffles me that everybody else is always telling other people what they owe Nika, but they don't tell Nika to pay back what she owe people. She might owe some people an apology. I know she owe people some money. All of the damn cash apps and stuff like that y'all done gave, and y'all ain't never put it on there and said, hey, this is for you to send James back his money. All of the money that y'all gave, y'all didn't put it there and say, this is for you to give Tiki back her money. This is for you to give Sean back his money. This is for you to give Alexander Rogers back his money. Nobody is telling Nika what she owes, which is clear because she even said that she owed the money. She said she took the money, but she don't live there no more. Well, in order to move from where you used to live, then the least that you could do is clean up your last residence so that you can move into your new place with a clean slate. Don't leave your old residence with motherfucking fucked up paint on the walls, with motherfucking shit up on the carpet and all this type of bullshit. No, before you move into your new residence so that you don't live there no more, go ahead and make sure that you pay your debts and that you do whatever you need to do. You go ahead and pay the cleaning crew to clean up your old apartment so that now that you up in your new apartment, can't nobody bother you about your old apartment because you cleaned up. You did what you needed to do with that. But as long as you got your old place where you used to live still dirty, as long as the carpet is still fucked up, as long as it's still crayon marks up on the walls and shit like that, as long as it's still all of that, then you can't say that you don't live there no more and you move to where you are now because you didn't even make peace and amends with the shit that you just came from. But ain't nobody telling Nika that. No. In 5 years, y'all, ain't nobody told her that. In 5 years, all they do is say, woo, 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 like Sinclair James. No, tell her she need to clean that stuff up. And once she clean up at her old place, People want to equate her to her old place until you actually get over there and clean up your old place that you moved from, that you don't live there anymore. Once you clean it up, nobody can continue to make that be a part of you after you done moved on. And that's truly all I'm trying to say. And so when I named this Tick Tick Boom, what I simply am saying is that it was only a matter of time. This situation was like a ticking time bomb. It's only a matter of time. Oh, Nika came? Hold on. I didn't see Nika here. It's only a matter of time, y'all. It's like tick, tick, boom. Shit. At some point, some shit gonna pop off. And again, like what I said, I think both were being fake. But I put my link for Nika if she really needs the link. I didn't see Nika, y'all, but I don't know. Hey to Hypnotic Touch and Miss Ray X, a view of the view, and everybody. Yeah, I'm just giving my opinion, child. I mean, I know many people like to disregard my opinion, but because I was one of these people that have really been watching everybody, and I've been seeing everything, and I have to put myself in each person's shoes, y'all. I have to put myself in the shoes of each person up in this situation. What you got, Zulu? What you eat? Hey, what you eat? Y'all heard him over there smacking down. But it looked like that's his little chew toy he was eating. But I put my link for Nika. I don't know if she asked for it. Somebody up in the chat said that she did. But y'all, even if Nika don't click my link, again, I don't have a dog in the fight. There is nothing about this situation that gives me any gain. But I'm just speaking on what I saw and what I've seen from day one, y'all. That's all I'm doing. And if I hurt somebody's feelings, my apologies, but I'm just speaking truthfully on what I've seen thus far. And I hope that everybody understands. But thank y'all for joining me. Please like the video. I didn't see Nika click my link, so she probably is not even here because I ain't even see her up in the chat. But either way, y'all, take care, be blessed, don't stress, y'all. Y'all have a great work week. Like the video if you're catching the replay. I'll talk to y'all later.